Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network as you get a look at beautiful Yankee Stadium in Bronx, New York. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. It's going to be fun marveling at two of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Luis Severino, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm, 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
Now in the box, Mookie Betts, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1 home is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Now the 2-1 pitch. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. Andrew Benintendi will be next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Here's a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hit to third. Oh, beautiful dive. The throw. How about that?
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's had success, 6 for 14. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. 1 out, nobody on. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Andrew Benintendi leaves the yard with a solo shot. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Standing in now, Mitch Moreland. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Gardner going back. He leaps, but he can't make the play, and it bangs off the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's into third base with a triple.
Well, you really can't fault the effort out there in left field. Maybe a better break or route, and he catches this one, but who knows? Once it got by him, there was no way he was preventing the triple.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez.
That's a ball.
2 balls and a strike. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Here now the 2-2. There's a fastball that misses.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Stepping into the box, Xander Bogaerts. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout. And at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, D-Roy. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Stepping in now, Rafael Devers. Here's a foul ball left side, and that'll move it to 1-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
Martinez at second, Bogaerts at first, 2 out in the inning. In there, 2-2.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Red Sox are out in front, 2-0. Chris Sale will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. Three-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. Vasquez waits on it. One away. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. To 2-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Again, another foul ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Moreland will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. Boston's out in front, 2-0. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Previous history with Luis Severino, just 3 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Bradley waits on the 1-1. And that one right down Main Street. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
In now, Christian Vasquez. 1-2 to the Red Sox catcher. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game. that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Striding in once again, Mookie Betts. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. A swing and a miss for out number two, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the two-hole hitter.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Line to the right side. Judge will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. It's Jackie Bradley Jr. who hits the jackpot with this big swing. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Boston leads it 3-0. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's a high pop-up. Moreland is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number one.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let me tell you about Mitch Moreland. We get it. Big, nasty, left-handed swinging first baseman. But if you were to rate the top defenders at that position, you wouldn't necessarily think of Mitch's name at the top. But I'm telling you what, he's exactly that. His buddies love the way he picks them out of the dirt.
Digging in now, Gary Sanchez, the American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Now a changeup just off the plate as that misses for ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's a .348 batter. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. The 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Here now the 2-2. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get two. To second for one. On to Moreland as they get them both. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We've played two full. The Red Sox lead it 3-0. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're set for the top half of the third from the Bronx. Digging in to try it again, Mitch Moreland. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Ready for another chance. J.D. Martinez reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Moreland gets his lead at first, nobody out. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3 and 2.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0 and 2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3 and 2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or 2.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. The second for 1, on to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Here's Xander Bogaerts now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Standing in now, Rafael Devers. Ball 2.
Open the eyes, huh?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1 left for the Red Sox. They lead it 3-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Neil Walker, and he'll step in to start things out against Chris Sale. Now the 3-0 offering. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping into the box, number 25. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Here's Brett Gardner now. One and one. Here it is. A late swing at a slider for a strike.
1-2.
The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Working for the punch out and the offering. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Here now the 2-2. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Giancarlo Stanton. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Bases are loaded here. 2 down. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Looking to leave him loaded. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning is over. Yankees leave him loaded. They trail it here 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jackie Bradley Jr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Now at the plate, Christian Vasquez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Fastball in there, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
In now, Mookie Betts. Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, strike 2. Ready on 1 and 2. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Scooped up, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Red Sox leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Striding in, Gary Sanchez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. 1-1. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to the right. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
A line shot to third base.
Now batting, first baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Gregorius over at second. Sanchez at first, one gone.
Let's go, Yankees.
And it's 1-2. The 1-2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Into the box now, Miguel Andujar. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And the pitch on 2-1, fouled off. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Yanks strand a pair, still down 3-0. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Get out of here, Red Sox.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Ripped down the line, and this is past him at third. Down the line, it's a fair ball, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
That was some great situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was giving him. The third baseman was well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line for a 2-bagger.
Stepping in now, Mitch Moreland. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. J.D. Martinez will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 to 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Benintendi, the runner at third. Moreland on second. Bogaerts is over at first with one away. 3-2 the count for Rafael Devers. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Missed with the curveball there, and he falls behind at 2-1.
Wow, another curve here that he can't seem to find the zone with. He's really had his share of troubles with location so far in this inning.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Weak chopper up the line. Played on the backhand. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Red Sox settle for just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees nothing. Now to the plate, number 25. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just 1 hit to this point. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The count now at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Moreland's there. Throw won't get him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch, and he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Giancarlo Stanton now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2. At second, Judge. At first, one gone. Hey. 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Didi Gregorius waits on deck. The bouncer to the left side. Nunez on to Moreland as they get them both. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox 4 and the Yankees nothing. Here's Jackie Bradley now. It comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Christian Vasquez. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle, taken in by Gregorius. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Red Sox go down quietly, but they're in front 4-0. Digging in to try it again, Didi Gregorius. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
The 1-1 home. High in the air down the right field line. Betts has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter,
digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Lifted in the air to center. Bradley on the run. 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees.
Riding in once again, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 3-1. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Back here in the Bronx, Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is after it. 1 out. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 1-1. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Slide and a stop by Walker. Hats off to that one.
Up next for the Red Sox, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. No hits to this point. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Grounded to short. Gregorius is there. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. Ready for another shot now, Neil Walker. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Missed with a slider. Now the 2-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off.
And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little bit of command. We'll see if he can battle through this and finish strong.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Andujar. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. There to take it in is Bogarts, and that's the first out.
Now batting, number 25.
Ready for another chance. Number 25 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
All right, let's go.
2-1 home now to Gardner. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Walker, the runner at first with 2 gone.
You can do it.
Again, he sends it out of play. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. The Yanks leave one. They're on. Chad Green has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 57.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Now the 1-1 pitch. Shot toward right center. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
In now, Rafael Devers. High in the air. Andujar has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Nunez. He was a double play victim last time around. Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
A man at third with one away.
Let's go, Yankees.
Count even at 2-2. Set. Here's the 2-2 down the first baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Popped up there to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Men on third with 2 down. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his. Here's big Aaron Judge. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Aaron Judge becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Into the box now, Giancarlo Stanton. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out.
now batting, shortstop.
Here's Didi Gregorius. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing. Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
2 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Also, that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Boy, another base hit, and hopefully not another stranded runner, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you how frustrating it is for the offensive team not to be able to pick their pitcher up. A lot of traffic on the board. Somebody's got to come through.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Ready once again, Aaron Hicks. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They're down 4-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. It was a walk in his last trip. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Cue shot here out towards short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Andrew Benintendi will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Betts is on the move. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Striding in for Boston, Mitch Moreland, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the payoff pitch home. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He'll try it again, 3-2. Popped him up. Andujar has got it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Red Sox on top, 4-0. Here's Neil Walker. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. A ball and 2 strikes. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in, Miguel Andujar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 out, nobody on. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Seared down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Count remains full.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
The next 3-2. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. Carson Smith enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. 2 balls and a strike to count. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. Nunez on to Moreland, but it's too late, so they'll get just the 1.
Left fielder number 11, Brett Gardner.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Line towards center field. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
4-0 the score this afternoon.